Oh, she's not dressed. Hello, hello. Hi, y'all. So I would have the lights shining down on me while I am in my get it done gear. I'm in my get-ish done clothes. Hey. It says, I am called, I am driven, obsessed, hungry, and unapologetic. That's who I am. Hey, y'all. Time for a profit scope. Oh, shoot. I hope my thing is charging my phone. Hi. How y'all doing? Ooh, this head, honey. I said my weave is starting. Anyway, let me not go there. Nicole Cooper here. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on. If you do not know who I am an online business developer, and I help people manifest their dreams into cash flow using the internet. That's who I am. That's what I do, baby. And right now I'm sitting in my office. It is pure mess. Like, I don't even want to show y'all everything. I got to make sure I watch my angles because I'm like, oop, don't let them see that pile. So anyway, I don't always want to be cute when I get on a Periscope. I know some people do. They put on the makeup, they got their hair done. But listen, I'm one of them people that if I got something to say, I need to say it and keep it moving. So there are times where I come on here in my pajamas. There are times when I come on here with no makeup and hair looking like it does now. And at the end of the day, my goal is to get the message out there. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're beautiful just the way God made you. I appreciate you. And you love this shirt. Thank you. All right, so I want to talk to you guys really quickly about why you should know what matters most to you versus what matters to everyone else. All right? Why you should know what matters most to you and what matters most to everyone else. Kathy! Let me put my hair down. Maybe I'll look a little bit more... So anyway, do you still give value? What do you mean by that, Latoya? I can answer your question. So let me talk to you guys about what matters most to you. You know, as entrepreneurs, it is very easy to look and see what they are doing and to follow them. It's really easy to listen to what they say and to look at and see what it is that they are doing. It's very easy to get caught up in the thems and the theys and the how they are doing it. But what tends to happen, guys, is if you don't know what matters most to you, if you don't have a sense of priorities of what really matters when you walk into this world of entrepreneurship, what happens is you get lost and you'll lose your soul. And what do I mean by that? Well, I was just having a really, really good conversation with a young lady that's about to be a coaching client. And one of the things that she said is, I paid attention to where they were and realized that's not what I wanted, but I like where you are, right? And the conversation was about the fact that a lot of times we can admire what someone has accomplished, but we don't desire their lifestyle. What do I mean by that? Well, here's the deal. I'm an internet marketer, okay? Do you? Oh, I get it. Do you and look how you want because you still bring value. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that I can look toe up from the flow up at times and y'all still love me. Maybe I'll pin it like this and maybe it'll work. All right. This is my simple fix. Okay. So anyway, the reality is this. If you don't have goals, or I don't want to say goals, if you don't have a set of values that matter most to you in your life, what happens is you get easily, you get easily persuaded by what other people are doing. And if you let them take you where they want to take you, you will end up on a tailspin of frustration. Now, let me explain what that means. So many of you guys know, and I'm just going to be real candid with y'all. Many of y'all know that I'm an internet marketer, okay? And the reason why I'm an internet marketer is because I love the internet marketing lifestyle. What does that mean? That means that I get to do business however I want to look. And I had a conversation with a young lady. She is the most amazing leader in the network marketing industry that I know. And she said, Nicole, if I had to do a Periscope video every day, I would die. She was like, I'm a mom of 4. I'm at home all day. I don't have time to be getting cute all the time. And I said, girl, I don't even care. Kids hollering in the background, you know, stuff going on. But at the end of the day, my goal is to get my message out there. But I understood what she was saying was that wasn't her preference, to be popping on, shooting videos, Periscope videos all the time. Now, I chose internet marketing because I wanted to have pure freedom over my life, over my time. I wanted to be able to be at home with my family when I wanted to. I wanted to be able to make the kind of income without any caps or limitations, to be able to reach people globally, make those connections and get to the next level, right? And I had to understand that I got into internet marketing because I did not like what I had to do in a network marketing company that I was in that made me go out in the field all the time before I knew internet marketing. So let me repeat that. I was in network marketing long before internet marketing came around. And I built one business. I built a business in that network marketing company, and I was grinding. I mean, number one, I was going broke. I was losing everything. I was on the brink of bankruptcy. And so I was trying to get into this network marketing company to replace my income. So I looked at what the leaders were doing and I said, oh, if they going to all these cities and doing all these events, I'm going to do that too. Now, mind you, I was flat broke, but I had a credit card and good credit. And so what I did was I got that credit card and I was swiping. I was swiping hotel rooms. I was swiping the event rooms to host the events in. I was swiping those credit card charges. I was swiping my food, everything, my plane ticket. I was swiping. So what happened? I started getting into more and more debt. How do we find out how you can help first-time network marketers? Good question, Fabian. I have a whole new training coming out, you guys. Y'all are going to be super duper excited. I'm going to show y'all everything that I know about network marketing. It's not set up yet. I should have it where y'all can be able to go. Maybe I can let y'all watch me set up a lead capture page real quick, and then you guys can actually go there. Let me see if I can maneuver some stuff and give you guys an opportunity to go and log in, because this product is launching. It's going to show you guys some amazing stuff. Hey, Shanita Smith. And so for all my newbie network marketers, stay tuned. Let me see what I can pull together for you real quick. And you will be able to see what it is that I have here. All right. So that's why I do things different now. No swipe for me. Yeah, listen, I went into debt, y'all. That was a part of my bankruptcy. I had to, when I filed bankruptcy, I ended up having to put them credit cards that I was charging all them things on 5BN. Okay, Fabian, 5BN. I got it. Thank you for correcting me and giving me the right saying. Thank you. And so anyway, after going through all that and being stressed out, because I did all that to build my organization, ended up dealing with some kind of, stuff that happened that compromised my organization. And I was depressed. I had lost my mind. I said, I would never, Fabian. Okay, Fabian, I got it. You're not a follower, you're a way to your own. I really am. I am a rebel in spirit, so I never follow the crowd. You guys will notice that about me. So anyway, long story short, I made a decision. I remember seeing overseas. Awesome. You watched on YouTube, do you? I don't know which one you're talking about, but okay, cool. So anyway, in that process, one of the things that I realized was that I no longer wanted to do things the way everybody else did them, because that didn't work for me. I didn't want to be out here going from city to city, swiping my credit card, going broke, because that is what the leaders was doing. I said, if I ever do network marketing again, I'm going to have to learn how to leverage the internet to make it happen. Long story short, I ended up getting to learning about the internet, built a skill, joined a business, and first month I made $1,500. Second month I made $3,200. Third month I made $12,000. Fourth month I made like $22,000. And I did it all while sitting on my couch. And I created that story. Here's how I went from being broke, bankrupt, foreclosed, repossession, pregnant, and on welfare to building a 6-figure business in less than 9 months sitting on my couch. That was my headline from 2009 to about 2012-ish, 13-ish, right? Then I was like, I don't want to have that broke bankrupt message anymore. I wanted to talk about what it meant to build a business leveraging the internet. So anyway, I say all that to say that I learned what worked for me versus what them other people were doing. Them folks wanted to be all over the country spending their money. I wanted to be at home doing Google Hangouts. Or doing, at the time, it wasn't Google, it was something else. But I wanted to leverage technology. Another thing that mattered to me in the name of entrepreneurship is that I needed to protect my energy. The thing about being a wife, being a mom, being an entrepreneur, and running multiple different businesses is if you're not careful, you will burn your lights out, okay? And I've experienced a myriad of burnouts. I mean, I went through a burnout before I joined this recent network marketing company that I'm in. I was doing all these different things with no control, and I needed to find a way to gauge how I can control and protect my energy. So what did that mean? That meant that I wanted to find smarter ways to make money. I wanted to find smarter ways to generate income that allowed me to have energy for my family in addition to energy for my business. And so what I began to do, and this is how you gauge, this is what I do. All right. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for giving me the shout out. But here's what I had to start doing. I remember one of my first coaches when I got online, he started coaching me in about 2009, 2010. And I remember coaching with him because he was a superstar. We're still good friends to this day. He was a superstar. But when I was listening to his advice had me on the phone all the time. He's a caller. Like, this dude works the phones. He's on the phone all day. He was a good internet marketer at the time. Now he's back in network marketing. He's making $100,000+ a month. He does good, but he's all over the country, right? But he's a different breed. He's a workhorse, but phone. And I was like, I had to ask myself, do I want to be him? Do I want to do what he's doing? Nah. I didn't want to have to be on the phone all day in order to generate my income. I said I had to find a way where I can control who I'm giving my energy to. And so I began to understand pre-framing what worked for me versus what everybody else was doing, what they was doing, what them was doing, how they were doing it, what them said. And so I had to start playing smart on how I created my business and how I created my blueprint. Okay. So what does this mean? It simply means this. And this young lady just brought this to my attention to have this conversation. When you are in business, you have to find somebody, and we used to call it find yourself a champion. Okay. You have to find somebody whose lifestyle is a reflection of what you want to be your lifestyle. Okay. For me, my goal is not to be on the phone all day. It's not to be hustling in the streets all day. It's not. Now, are those things that some people have to do? Yeah, some people are not internet marketers. Some people have to do that. So this is not to knock anybody, because some people are tech illiterate and have tech phobia. Me, I'm a geek in stilettos. So I had to be clear of, does this person's lifestyle reflect where I want to be? And I had to understand I have children that I want to spend time with. I have a husband that I want to be able to be available for date nights and for everything else that husbands need, right? Did I want to be in a position where I want to slave my life away to make $100,000, or can I create the lifestyle that I want for $30,000 or for $20,000? Can I be okay with earning less than what they are earning to accommodate my lifestyle while learning how to leverage what I do to create that kind of income, but knowing that I'm on a different time frame than them or they? You understand what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times we see where somebody is and we're like, ooh, I want to be them. I want to get there. I want to go. I want to hurry up and make that happen. And you kill yourselves. But understand that their process is different than yours. And you got to know that in order to get to where they are, you got to do what they did. And the question is, do you want to go their route? I had to understand that, okay, Nicole, do I want to be at 6 figures a month? Absolutely. But do I want to be at 6 figures killing myself? Heck to the no. So what do? I find out what's my happy medium. If I can buy myself time to upstream or up level the systems that I have to make more money. But right now, I'm not going to make this much money. Right now, I can make this much money, but I'm going to work and invest. Hey, Dr. Will. And I'm going to take what I make here and invest it to leverage the lifestyle that I want, that I'm going to do it. Now, does it mean that you don't grind for a couple of months? Oh, yeah, you're going to have to grind. Let me tell y'all, my situation is different than y'all's situation, right? I do have multiple income sources, okay? So from coaching, consulting, info products, network marketing, I got a PLR store. I have multiple income sources. So I have a lot more options to make a different type of decision. Now, when I don't have a myriad of options and I only got one option, I got to say what's going to get me where I need to go to pay my bills right here, right now. And I got to choose that route and I got to invest in that until I have more options that can afford me the choices. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I want you guys to understand where you want to be and what you want it to look like. Does that mean you be lazy and you sit at home and watch TV and you get to a place where, I don't want to work, I just want to chill? No, I don't work and chill at home. I have an office and I got a bunch of notes, and I got a laptop here. Okay, I got my computer here with my project management. I have a calendar filled with events, right? I have my notebook here, right? I have a launch calendar on the wall from March to June. I have a blueprint mapped out on my board. I have work that I do. So I don't work from home to be lazy at home. As a matter of fact, I work harder working from home than if I were to work somewhere else. The reality is, when you work for yourself, you work harder for yourself than you do on a job, because if you don't make no money, you don't pay your bills. So I want you to understand, don't take what I'm saying and use it as a pass to say I got the right to be lazy because I'm going to chill and catch up on all my latest, greatest shows. No, it's understanding what is the representation of what you want your life to look like. I remember I did a blog post and I had to do an assessment and say, where do I want to be in my life? Who has the lifestyle? And when I look at them, I can see myself in their lifestyle. And what I ended up discovering was I paid attention to the people who I was heavily attracted to. One of the people that I'm heavily attracted to is Marie Forleo. Why? Because this girl has the most magnetic personality, but she's built a business around that, and she created a one course. Many of y'all may have heard of it before, called B School. One course. And got rid of everything else on her table to put her focus in this one course. And she now is in Inc.'s top 500 small businesses because she averages about $14 million a year off this one course. Okay? Why do I love Marie Forleo? Because she is brilliant, beautiful, and a beast in business. I love her for that, right? But then I had to realize I love Oprah. Who does not love Oprah? If you don't love Oprah, something's wrong with your sensitive side. We all love Oprah. But then I had to say, what do I love about Oprah? Well, I love the global reach of Oprah. The fact that this woman can relate to anybody in any part of the world and touch their lives in any language and sit down with any person and make them cry. I love that she has the ability to speak life into all that she says and breathe life out of every conversation she has, right? Then it was Joyce Myers. Why? Because she's a beast as a Christian. Like, she's raw, real, tells the truth, tell it like it is, but you know what she stands for. And she's done it differently. Then there was Les Brown and John Maxwell. I had to say, who are the people whose lives are a reflection of where I wanted to be? And the minute that I began to look at that, I had to say, what is it about their lifestyle that I like? And what is it about their lifestyle that I can learn from that is an internal reflection of what I desire? Okay? The reality is, a lot of the people that I'm surrounded by, I admire what they accomplished, but I don't necessarily want their lifestyle. Okay? I don't necessarily want to live and do and be the way that they are being and showing up in life. It's just not my motivation. I'm inspired by them, but I don't desire to live a life like them. So I had to understand, what is it that matters most to me, and create my own path. It's not the easiest thing to do. It can be the loneliest road in the world, but I had to be true to honor my voice, my desires, my goals, my ambition, and be willing to work my arse off to make it happen. So I want you guys to understand what it takes to get to the next level in life and in business. It requires for you to know what you want and how you want to do life. You have to know what matters most to you. And if you're willing to sacrifice certain things to make that happen. For example, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and spending time with your kids mean a whole lot to you, then building a full-fledged high-income producing business may take a lot longer, because you're going to be very restricted on the time that you can devote to your business. So you might make some money, but you just might not be in position to make a heck of a lot of money. But if you're single, if you have ambitions to travel the world, if you got a make it happen captain kind of mindset, and if you're willing to go hard and hustle hard by any means necessary and do whatever it takes because you want to create a boatload of cash to travel the world, then you got to go hard and find the people who you can emulate your life after and go out there and make it happen. The secret is this. I don't say the secret. The key to life is this, is beginning to get clear on what you want and begin to make decisions that support that decision. All right. A lot of people will say that this is a very unrealistic reality, right? It's like, Nicole, how you going to do that? That ain't real. I got bills to pay. Can't nobody be doing that. Blah, 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 blah. But here's what I've learned. When you are clear on what you desire in life and you make up in your mind that this is my path and I'm going to live it by any means necessary, what happens is when you make a decision to do this, you are going to begin to attract all the resources you need in your life that's going to elevate you to that place. When I was a kid, I said I wanted a chef, a maid, a nanny. I wanted a housekeeper. I wanted a personal driver. And I wanted to be an entrepreneur making a boatload of cash. I had no idea how it was going to happen. Back then, the internet wasn't even around. The internet was birthed in 1994, the year I graduated out of high school. So there was no get online and Google it and find your dreams and chase them. That was not an option. All we had was good old encyclopedias and wonderful magazines and television to tell us about people's lifestyles. But I didn't have an option to find resources online that was showing me right now people traveling the world and making boatloads of cash. It didn't exist in my day. But what did exist was the birth of a vision and a commitment to the manifestation of it that attracted these opportunities in my life endlessly and relentlessly, that I am where I am today, never having worked a job outside of internships, substitute teaching, and waiting tables. I've always made money no matter where I was and what I was doing. Even when I was broke, I found ways to make money to afford my lifestyle of freedom from home. And I've been able to travel the world in ways that I didn't even know was possible. Who knew that doors would open with me being an internet marketer in network marketing and attract tons of people that invite me to come to their country to build businesses? The point is that you got to know what you want and understand that you'll attract it. Can y'all still see me? Because y'all stopped hearts. And if y'all stop hearts, I feel like you can't see me. So my point to you is this, my friends. Know what you want. And don't live your life looking at them or what they are doing, because they are making decisions based on who they are and what they desire. And I tell you, whatever it is that they have accomplished is because they have invested in their dream. But their life is not mine. Their goals are not mine. Their life's positioning is not mine. I got to know what works for me. And guess what? I will create it. So I want you guys to understand this. I'm so glad I had this conversation with this beautiful young lady. And she made me realize that when you know what you want, you find the people who will help make that thing happen. And so either way, wherever you are in your life, what I will say is begin to go through what I call the process of elimination. Is that as you are experiencing certain things, be very clear if you don't want to do that. And you do want to do. You know, I was talking to my business partner today, Andrea Boulder. That's my girl. And we're launching our company, this company. You guys will hear about it later. But her and I did this little exercise, right? Y'all see that? So I had her put our ultimate goals. I said, Dre, I want you to tell me, what's your ultimate goal? What if you could have perfect circumstances to get exactly where it is that you want to be? What does that look like? So we wrote it down. So then I said, let's talk about examples of people who are living the life that you want to live. We wrote that down. Let's look at the different ways you want to generate income. Boom. We wrote that down, right? I don't know if y'all can see that. We wrote that down. Okay. We did it together. So I said, what forms of communication do you prefer? Right? We wrote that down. That's how you connect with your audience. I said, what do you not want to do? We wrote that down. What I don't want to do. Right? Then I said, what are the needs that you have? We wrote that down, the needs, right? And then the final thing was, what current projects are we working on that supports these goals? What are your current projects? And when we wrote this down, we had to keep, Dre has been my accountability partner since 2010. She came to me wanting to be a coaching client. She ended up following me in every business I was in. After several conversations, I hired her as an assistant, and she's been amazing. And she turned out to be one of my best friends. Like, I will run anything by her. But one of the things that we laugh at is, since we've been friends since 2010, we would have these long, I'm not sure who you are, but I saw business, which is my name. Awesome. So welcome. Glad to have you. So we would have these long conversations talking about what we didn't want to do. And then we would end up back in, and then she would say, Nick, we had this discussion. How did this happen again? We got to stop doing this to ourselves. Stop ending up where you don't want to be and get clear on where you do want to be. And you know, we backtracked and did some things that we didn't want to do. But even when you do things that you discover you don't like, what happens is you begin to create a list of what I don't want to do. You start getting clear on what I do want to do. And so what we have, oh shoot, just dropped all these papers. What we have in the middle is highlighted. Here's what I do want to do. So y'all can see mine? So what I know for sure that I was born to do was teach, train, speak, create content, strategize, and develop businesses. Okay? Strategize and develop businesses. And my goal is to build a business that supports that. Okay? I don't want to get caught up in things that don't support that goal. I don't want to be stuck in a position where I'm living my life miserable, frustrated, angry, and annoyed because I keep allowing myself to be stuck in ways that I don't celebrate. I don't enjoy it. So you have to be okay with creating your list and owning the fact, you know, I'm a very techie person. I have an undergrad degree in information technology, which is pretty much computer science. I learned how to code, program, all that stuff when I was in college. And I learned early on that I hated working on computers, right? But I ended up in an industry where I got back